Long time no see. Today I'm going to be talking about my Last FM year-end wrap-up. Overall, I listened to 10,391 tracks, which is up by 23% from last year, which is pretty good. And you can see overall that my listening this year was really low on February and really high on November and May, comparing to last year, which is interesting. As for artists, my top artist was Mitski, followed by Taylor Swift, Joji, Fall Out Boy, and then Sufjan Stevens. I listened to Mitski 2,756 times, which means I went up by 19%. Also, my top new artist was Noah Khan, which makes sense, and I listened to overall 71% new artists. In terms of albums, my most listened to album was Smithereens, followed by Be the Cowboy, The Land is Inhospitable and So Are We, Carrie and Lowell, and Laurel Hell. I listened to Smithereens 4,075 times, which, okay. Oh no, I listened to 4,075. I don't know what this number means. Anyways, I don't. My album listening overall went up by 18%, which nice. It was a new peak as well. And my top no album was Mitski, which nice. And 83% of the music I listened to was from new albums to me, which also is a lot. I wasn't expecting that. As for tracks, my top track was Stick Season. And it was also my top no track. I listened to it every day since I came across it. It was my get up and work song, I guess. It also my track overall went up by 24%. So my top was Stick Season, then Die For You, then My Love, Mine, All Mine, Nobody, and Washing Machine Heart. As you can see, lots of Mitski and some Joji. As far as the first track you scrabbled this year was Game of Thrones by Ramin Diawadi. I'm sorry if I mispronounced, but no, I did not. Why did I listen to that? No clue. As for overall tags, my top was R&B, again, because I think it was so last year. And I love this graph as well, because you can really see that in June I worked a lot because there's a lot of lo-fi and electronic. And in September is when I discovered my love for Noah Khan, so that's folk over there and lots of R&B all throughout. And some soul to finish off the year, which also checks out. As for my listening clock, last year I believe it was 10 a.m. This year it was 11 a.m. And I love this clock because it's clear when I get to work, and then when I go to lunch, and then when I go home, it slowly goes down as I go to bed. A tenth of my listening overall was at 11 a.m., which is weird to me, but go off. So for my weekly scrabbles, Monday tends to be my strongest scrabble. Makes sense. I don't have meetings that day. I'm trying to pump myself up for the week. Tuesday is okay. Wednesday is okay. Thursday is okay. Friday is almost as good as Monday because the weekly motivation has tapered off, and so I need the motivation again. And also on Friday, a lot more people come to the lab, and this way I can focus on my work again. So it makes sense why Friday goes slightly higher, and then Saturday and Sunday I usually just chill at home. So makes sense that they're so much lower than Monday through Friday, because Monday through Friday I'm usually listening to stuff while I work, and maybe I'll listen to stuff at home. As for music by decade, there's a lot of stuff, like surprisingly a lot of stuff in the 2020s I didn't realize that amount of, I was listening to that much stuff that is from 3 years ago, because yeah, my top album from then there's 2010s, which makes more sense because it's not as old, I guess. It's not also not so old like the 2000s. I have listened, especially right now. I've been listening to a lot of like 2000s pop, but then 90s, 80s, 70s, and 60s, and then pre 1960, which I find interesting that Last FM labels it as pre 1960s, but it's whatever. My tops were Smithereens by Joji for the 2020s. Makes sense. Top album. Came out in 2023, I believe, or 2022. It came out next to midnight, so 2022, I believe. Then for 2010s, Be the Cowboy by Mitski. For 2000s, Songs for Christmas by Sufjan Stevens. I was really surprised. I didn't expect it to be this high because I only listened to it like around Christmas. But okay, then for the 1990s, yes, it's the Anthology by the Ink Spots, which I believe they were a band in the 50s, but it's an anthology, so I guess. 1980s is Songs from the Big Share by Tears for Fears, which is interesting because I only listened to like one song from Tears for Fears. Then 70s is Rumors from Fleetwood Mac, makes perfect sense. 60s is Johnny Get Angry by Johnny Summers. I didn't know that was an album. Go off. And then pre-1960s, Ellen Louise Again by Ella Fitzgerald. I believe Louis Armstrong. Makes sense. That's my baking music. And so's probably Johnny Get Angry. Johnny Get Angry. As for Fleetwood Mac, it's been a recent iteration. In terms of quick facts, overall I listened to 27 days of music, which is higher than last year, which was 20. Overall Scrabbles 28 versus 23, pretty good. 13 days instead of 12, beat my streak for one day. As for Scrabbles in most active day, was 185 for the 17th of April. I do not remember what I was doing on 17th of April. I did not have a D&D session. I don't know. Last year though, 2022 though, I know I was hosting D&D, so I had my music on. And turns out I listen to a lot of love, songs with love in the title, which is cute. Thanks. These are my beloveds. I love these. I love music and I love the people I've talked to about. Like overall, 2023 was a good listening year. It isn't a good year overall, but it was a good listening year, and I hope 2024 has good music as well. I mean, I know it will, I'm seeing Mitski in Paris. It's going to be fucking magical. And I'm seeing Capitão Fausto in my town as well, which is really cool. And I hope to record more soon. I haven't been doing that. See ya.